Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the podcast. 3 nerds in a basement, except it's only 2, because we couldn't get Zach.
God damn it, not again.
Yeah. So, today we're going to talk about our friend, Zach. Our friend, your friend, neighbor, like a good neighbor, he's there, outside of your house watching you. I mean, what? So, since you already know the kid.
With no friends.
The kid with a ball, who we thought was waiting for friends, but he really wasn't. So, we're going to talk about some experiences that we had with Zach. Kirill, would you like to start us off?
Okay, so the way I really met him and became friends with him was we kind of got selected for this summer school for kids who really need help.
So essentially people who are having a hard time
with
being
school.
normal
Yeah.
get paired up together and we just have a ball, you know? I was not having that because I did all my homework in one day. I literally got on my first day of school because I am smart as shit. I'm joking.
But he brought a gun to school, and I thought that was really cool. Wait, sorry, did I say a gun? Sorry, I meant a Nerf gun. He brought a Nerf gun to school, and I'm like, whoa!
Yeah,
and he's like,
he's
yeah,
a gangster.
He's a gangster. And so we were talking the whole lunch about how cool Nerf guns are, and then he invited me over, and then we shot each other with Nerf guns.
Sorry for that little cutout right there. We just had an incident with the mother. Yeah.
We have those.
Yep, we are not orphans. Thank the Lord. Someone has to keep us under control.
I mean, I kind of wanted to be Batman.
Okay, we don't have to diss your mom. Your mom's great. She drove
She is
us
awesome.
she drove them to get Szechuan sauce. At 6 a.m. in the morning. To McDonald's. To get Szechuan sauce. They didn't even get it.
For 7 hours, we were looking for a
hours.
McDonald's.
Literally, I texted you guys, how was the sauce? And they were like, we didn't get it. And I was like, okay, sorry? Yeah.
So that's another story with Zach.
Story for another day. Oh, speaking of stories, let's talk about Zach stories.
Oh my god.
Zach has these things called Zach stories, which are very off-the-rails stories. These stories are quite crazy. You'll probably hear some in later episodes of this podcast. They all start off a little something like, this is a story all about how my life
Got
blank.
turned upside down.
And it always starts something like that, and it always ends in us with a different story than the story he started out telling. He always starts with okay, so my little sister, did my makeup while I was sleeping. And so we were in Hawaii, and Hawaii's really nice, and we went to this cool restaurant once, and this restaurant was super great. Food was great. I mean, honestly, guys, so good. And then he'll go on that for who knows how long in the car, remember? It was he went on about the hotel
where my sister peed in her shoe.
And then
so we went to the hotel,
Yeah.
and my dad looked outside the window, and that's why he saw an alligator. And so that's the story of me seeing an alligator outside the window. But wait a second, Zach. I thought this was about your sister peeing in your dad's shoes.
And then he says, no, that's just how the story works. And, yeah,
It's like clickbait.
It's like clickbait, but honestly, I don't think it's if clickbait was talking. Zach is a talking thumbnail. He's a constant thumbnail. Yeah, Zach's great. We love Zach.
Zach's a good boy.
Zach is a good boy. What else about Zach? Oh, the fact that Zach, sometimes I feel very bad for Zach because he's always at that medium stage in a video game when Kirill moves on. And, he'll be yes, I've finally gotten to, level 1 mastery. And Kirill's lol, I already got a new game. And then everyone's lol, we followed suit because Kirill did it. And then Zach's in the arms of the angels, fly away.
Another cool story is, so I wanted to upgrade my PC for like
my God.
for VR. I wanted to get a VR headset.
Yeah, you did.
I did eventually.
You got one.
And so I've been like, I researched for about like a whole year. And I'm like, and Zach's like, so what have you been doing for the past year? Oh, researching in how to build a computer? Oh, cool. So he looks up a quick video of what the inside of like a computer looks like. And his mom gives him a whole budget of for building a computer. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah, no.
And so he's like, oh yeah, that's fine. You
Big
can
fight.
help.
They had a huge fight about this, and honestly, because the thing is that Kirill likes to go in depth, and Zach knows that going in depth is not his style. He just looks at it, and his mom is super nice. We all have really great mothers.
My mothers are awesome.
They have their own mother's circle where they just talk shit about us all day.
True.
They just have they have a group where they just are like, you know what Kirill did? Gotta be.
Disown him.
Everyone just starts scoffing.
Also, every single time, like, you have a play date, or we have
playdates. You know, it's just playdates. We're just little
Hangouts,
kids drinking apple
I
juice.
still call them playdates. I don't know why.
Oh God, my dog's gonna run into the street. Get back here! Okay, there we go.
But like, our parents would come, and it's like, okay, it's time to go home. But then we would like shove both moms together
and be like, talk.
Okay, we have an hour.
And
they just talk for like a couple hours, and they're like, okay, it's time to go. But what about that time in school? Oh yeah, Zach, we have another hour.
Zach, we have another hour. Yeah, that's how we really gotta. You can't stall by hiding your friend. No, you always stall by just pushing your parents together and say, discuss taxes.
I remember the days where, like, to make playdate hangouts longer, you would hide your friend, like, under the bed and pretend that you lost him.
You pretend you lost your friend. Yes, but I think that'd be pretty... Zach, he's probably easy. You just put him in a pillowcase.
Oh, yeah. But then he's never going to come out.
Or as he would like to say, a pillowcase.
A pillow.
A pillow. P-E-L-L-O. Pillow.
He pronounces things really weirdly.
Yeah, he has his own sub-language of English. Like, Zach...
Is it English?
It's a Slavic mix. It's very... we all have, like, our own language. Like, if you hear me talk for too long, you'll eventually hear kawaii desu. Or, like, really bad Portuguese phrases in... like, returned in my sentences. Like, muito bom, my friend.
And instead of calling each other idiots, we just, like,
Baka! And that's how our channel got its name. I mean, honestly, we're
complete idiots.
Oh, yes. And we all have different hobbies, and I'm always so afraid that you guys are going to split off from me, so I just smother you all the time. And I had a whole conversation with Zach about smothering people, and he's like, you don't smother people that much. You're smothering me right now, though. Please leave. And I was like, shit. Oh God, I love PG-13 swearing. Shit ass tits.
Your friend can't leave if you stop them from breathing.
This is my dog. You can probably hear, like, little jingles in the background. This is my dog. Nuki. Can you hear that? That's the sound of love. Okay, well, we're at 9 minutes. I'm surprised. It felt longer. Oh, God. You smell awful, dog. Off of me. Oh. Okay.
Also, by the way, we need ad revenue, so we're just gonna...
Like, share, and subscribe. We were planning on actually making merch, and we have 7 subscribers. We have 7 subscribers. You guys need to change that. I mean, really, like, We told all our friends to watch our podcast, and I think, no, we've had 31 people watch it.
I think they're all
It's actually, you know what it's been topped by? You know what our video's been topped by? I posted
What?
a video about Jenna Coleman, and it's topped our podcast almost instantly.
How many views?
It's like going on 60 at the moment.
Wow.
Or it might be 30. I mean, I might just be doubling it in my brain, but... Okay, so what else should we talk about Zach? Oh, his fashion. We love Zach's fashion, but it concludes mostly of Hawaiian shirts that are unbuttoned.
Just Hawaiian shirts and sweatshirts.
And-
that is it.
No, he has one Overwatch windbreaker that he wears sometimes. It was a gift.
Oh, yeah.
I gave it to him. So, clearly. Let's see. What else does Zach do? Oh, the computer cart.
Oh, yes. So,
The computer cart is named...
Nipple Master,
Or-
but in Japanese. So
so
it's
Opai
Opai Senpai.
Or...
Oh, wait, no, it wasn't.
It's not Nipple
Wait,
Master.
no.
It's Boob Love. It's...
Wait, no, it wasn't Opai
Or it's like-
Senpai. Opai Sensei?
No, it's Opai Senpai. That's what it was.
Oh.
And so it's Boob Lover. So...
Yeah.
It's very good. And it has many a game on it, but it's literally like they're a divorced couple fighting over their damn child. Like, Zach will be like, but I want to play it. And he'll be like, you can't play it.
I
And
built it for other people to play it. It's an arcade cabinet. It's a a retro Pi, which is basically an illegal. I mean,
it's
not
very
very illegal.
Very legal. It is illegal.
Not
Illegal.
emulator. We definitely have like 64 consoles or something like
Yep.
that.
We got all the shit, okay? It's very legal. Incredibly legal. So legal, we could show it to the president and be like, we are authentic citizens of the United States. We're not illegal immigrants. Whew! Okay, it's just God bless
But yeah,
America. I
but
mean,
we're always fighting over that cart.
and
Because
literally,
Zach loves it. And I built it so other people could play
And
it, but
it-
he's like...
and you know, honestly, you guys built it together, and both of you will say that you built it by yourselves.
I installed all the software.
Hey, you installed all the software, but Zach did help. You have to admit that you probably would have taken
tolls.
you would have taken a longer time without Zach. You have to admit that.
I have all the wood.
It would have taken
Okay, fine.
a longer time without Zach. I'm not joking. Neither of you guys acknowledge each other's work. It's so stupid because you'll be like, you know what? Kirill's being such a bitch today. You know why? And I'll be like, why?
Because
And
he
he's like,
didn't do anything.
Because he didn't do anything. And I'm like, why did he not do anything? Well, you know, I just sat there and he just watched. And I'm like, I don't think that's what happened because I follow them around. I watch. Because
We don't notice her.
I don't understand it. So I want to understand it. And so I just follow them around sometimes because I don't have a job all the time. I don't have a fixed job in leadership. They
I
do.
don't.
No, you do. You're not in leadership.
I'm coming back.
Oh, he's coming back! Yay!
I got kicked out of leadership because my
No, you
grades
didn't
were
get
too
kicked
high.
out. You
Or-
got pulled. Okay, it's different
Pulled out
from getting.
for an entire...
You didn't get kicked out because you didn't get kicked out because if you get kicked out, you can't come back. I know this. I've almost been kicked out 3 separate times.
So that's Zoe.
Yeah, and Zach has been like, you know, it's so lonely without Kirill.
She's the gangsta.
Yeah, I'm a gangsta. I'm a Cuban smuggler. I mean, yeah, you know, I've actually smuggled. I've only smuggled chocolate bars.
And turtles.
And no, those weren't smuggled turtles. They were stolen turtles. Different felonies, okay? Zach, see,
Also story for another time.
story for another day. But Zach, Kirill is, I think Kirill's our hacker. Zach's our master builder. And, well, you know, both you and Zach are kind of master builders in your own rights.
Yeah.
But,
Zach
and
would
I am the
probably get me
felon. I am the criminal. I'm also your mother. Like, I'm also, I'm also,
the guy behind the computer. Zach's the guy who supplies James Bond with the weapons And Zoe is James Bond.